Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is a general all signs reading for the eclipse. It's about an hour and a half away now, I think, the totality of it, or maybe that's the start of it, I don't know. So we're going to take a little energy check off that. Just a word about the cards being used here. I've got the major arcana of the Rider-Waite here. I've got the minor arcana of the Rider-Waite split into its suits here. And I've got the major arcana of the ancient Italian tarot here, and I'm just going to give this another couple of shuffles. So I'm going to pull 3 from this deck that I'm currently shuffling, the ancient Italian tarot, and then I'm going to clarify with one from each of the suits of the minor arcana. I'm not going to be taking reversals in that today. And then I may or may not cap off the reading with 3 from the major arcana, 3 more from major arcana of the Rider-Waite. You know, we might get double ups, you know, in the major arcanas. Very interesting. So let's see. Here we go. 3 major arcana. Got the Lovers in the reverse. Choices. It's taken, the die is cast. It's the past. Got the High Priestess in reverse. It's a blind choice. And we got Temperance. Okay. Phew. Thank goodness for that. Okay. Yeah. A choice taken kind of into the unknown in the face of so many unknowns. But the upshot is temperance, balance. And I'm very pleased to see that. So I'm just going to get straight on and clarify this. I'll get this up. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. This really means a lot. This choice really, really means a lot. And it's going to have, or there are involved in this choice that has been taken. You know, one particular road has been gone down here, because the Lovers here is about choosing a choice of paradigm fueled by desire. Okay. Oh, yeah. The heart wants what the heart wants, what the heart wants. So yeah, there are multiple ramifications for this, and I think this is going to have very long standing effects, long lasting effects. This kind of changes the scenery of our lives in terms of how we interact with the world, in order to live. You know, this is the material, this is money, this is property. Okay. Status, worldly status in those terms, spending power. So the big changes to that from this. Okay, that's part, perhaps 9 of Wands. That's part of why we've got this hidden energy here, because this second position is the hidden energy, and it's the High Priestess. I mean, it's in reverse. I'm not particularly at this stage getting narcissism off it, but let's see what comes. This sort of defensiveness and the need for, or the perceived need for, division, and something on one side and something on another side, and never the twain shall meet. Yeah, it's pretty serious, mainly, as I say, in the conjunction with the High Priestess in the reverse here. Now, I said I wasn't taking reversals, and I wanted to take that in reverse. But anyway, Knight of Swords, like swift, perhaps sharp communication, you know, fleeting sort of bits of like data, like flicking across the screen in rapid succession, and perhaps going this way or that. Because as I say, you know, it did come out in the reverse. Yeah. A very, very different energy to this 9 of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles. And this, you know, there are immediate kind of mental and verbal effects from this this decision taken, this die cast, this sliding door, okay, of the Lovers in the reverse. There's no going back, no going back. And it's like it sort of sends the energy really like in terms of communication, mental and verbal phenomena. The Eight of Cups. Well, what can I say? A choice has definitely been taken here, and it's like a heavy heart. Okay, it's a heavy heart. You know, that, I mean, the Lovers in reverse is kind of neutral. I'm not seeing any kind of real narrative in this, just the fact that you know, the choice of this young man in the middle has been taken. Yeah, that's all I'm getting from that. That's purely chronological. I mean, the most positive card we've got here is the Queen of Pentacles, and like there's something really tender about this, and it's like somehow the sense of the changes that will be wrought from, or that will like be affected from this choice. There's some sense that there is already an awareness of what this could mean, but it's done. It's done. I'm a little bit worried by this, so we'll see, because you know, when there's this defensiveness, when the implications are as wide as this, the Queen of Pentacles, and the defenses are as kind of established, the divisions are as established as they are here in the Nine of Wands, this like swift back and forth thinking and speaking here in the Knight of Swords is a little bit concerning. Right, High Priestess in the reverse, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, only looking one way. I said it was a blind choice, didn't I? Like just not looking, and we're downgraded here from the Queen to the Page. Like only one aspect is aspected. Okay. You know, and in some cases, if we ignore one aspect of something, we might as well, in effect, be ignoring the entire landscape of something. You know, it would be like looking at the sort of the face of a planet, say, from space, looking at it and taking in all its characteristics, and not looking at the I don't know, the bloody great like crystal city sitting in the middle of it or something. You might as well not be looking at it, or the other way around, you know. Five of Wands, Seven of Wands. Well, another card of defensiveness, but there's something, I know there's only one person here, but he looks like he was part of a collective, the guy here in the Nine of Wands. But this one's really on his own. Again, there's a very solitary nature about this. There's a sort of every man for himself nature about this today. Six of Swords. I always see the Six of Swords as sort of a wish to get away. Well, very often see it as that. A wish to get to a new place. And perhaps some help in that. Let's keep going. Ten of Cups. Yeah, well, that's what we want to, that's what the wish to move towards is, isn't it? Again, I mean, if there's a heavy heart here, there's a tender heart here. But all of it under the aegis of the High Priestess in the reverse is yeah, there's a sort of wishful thinking about this. Oh, and this sort of single-minded but really small-minded energy around the Page of Pentacles. Whereas, what's unfolding right now is so much wider than the page. It's the Queen. And this, I'm in this on my own. There's no one here to help me. I'm so like, okay, I'm just gonna like win or die trying here. And this sort of real like dream almost that if we can get across this river, we can get to sort of Shangri-La. Okay, keep going. Ace of Pentacles. Well, how wonderful, aspecting temperance. How wonderful. I mean, never mind. Never mind what I was saying about the diminishment here from the Queen to the Page. Fucking hell, maybe he's right. Because there it is. Mind you, there it is as well. How interesting that we've got this single depiction of the pentacle come up right across the row. Ending with the whole, like the essence of pentacleness here in the ace. It's just fantastic. And maybe there is a balancing out, because that's certainly what we see in temperance. We see this poise, sort of dignity, and an understanding that, because this follows the Death card. And when one has truly accepted that only change is inevitable, only change, one comes to a point of greater rest, as we see here in the Angel of Temperance. And we become able to sort of, I don't know, flow freely within ourselves. Okay, we have to get past the tower before we're able to flow more freely with the world around us. And that's the energy of the star that also has the two vessels. But this is coming to a point of inner equilibrium following the acceptance of the inevitability of change. And it unlocks the very essence, as I say, of pentacleness. Like, not necessarily huge wealth, but the fundamental matter thereof. Let's keep going. Or it unlocks that or highlights that somehow. Yeah, look, that's an unlocking. Two of Wands. What a change, man. What a change. This, from this like hyper defensive energy of the 9 and the 7 to this like open aspect here of the 2. And this reminds me, I think more than any other card, this reminds me of meditation, because it is both active and still. And we have the two sides, like the Ida and the Pingala, the two sort of qualities of energy in the two sides of the body. And they're sort of like rubbing along peacefully with each other around the Sushumna, the central channel. Beautiful, really beautiful. And it enables us to be open to the world, because we haven't blocked ourselves off through fear on any particular side. And I mean, if you block it on one side, you'll create some sort of like resultant change on the other side. And as long as the two sides aren't balanced, aren't at peace with each other, you know, the one side being the active kind of thrusting sort of doing energy, and the other side being the space in which that doing is done, you don't get one without the other. And the whole sort of energetic quality of that that doing, that action, you know, things only do what they do in the context in which they do them. So you've got the action and you've got the arena of the action, the context of the action. And, you know, when those two things are at peace, as I say, you know, it becomes more possible to live through the Sushumna, the central channel, and in which there is no fear, absolutely no fear. Not even the fear of like physical ending. Not even that. All right, let's keep going. Ace of Swords. Wow. Wow, this is so beautiful. And the Four of Cups. Well, it's a bit of a downer. But, you know, it's so new. It's so new. It's so new and fresh, this energy here. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Ace of Swords. This like real, like getting back down to basics about how we express ourselves and how we translate thought phenomena into speech phenomena, and perhaps a sort of a greater understanding of the power of that. I mean, in yogic and Vedic lore, there's an entire goddess, there's an entire Shakti for that. It's Saraswati, goddess of voice. And her original name, her even older name, is Vac, V-A-C, which is where all our words like vocal and vocalize come from. Voice, you know, and huge power. And what I'm seeing here is a decision here in the Four of Cups to let go of this Shangri-La, to let go of it. And in a way, you know, seeing the Eight of Cups here at the bottom of this heavy-hearted row, it's kind of understandable why the underlying energy would be like a movement towards, a wish to move towards the Ten of Cups. But here we've got in the Four of Cups, in this third row, we've got an understanding that this, you know, no matter how lovely this looks, if it is kind of predicated on escapism in the Six of Swords here, it's just not, it's a dead end. It's a dead end. And I think that's what is realized here in the Four of Cups. And that's not a sad thing at all, to realize that. You know, I mean, why would you want this if it's not real? Basically. So this is pretty clear to me, and I'm not like just rushing this in order to get the video up for the event itself. It's a really clear narrative for me, and it's a really, really good outcome. You don't get that very often on this channel. Let's pull 3 major arcana from the Rider-Waite and see if I can get back to my usual doom and gloom we get on this channel. No, that's not the case, but yeah, I don't you know, unless I go right into sort of my understanding of through experience of Vedic philosophy and yogic philosophy and Buddhist philosophy and everything, because it can only ever be my understanding of it. unless I go into that, which is when it gets like ridiculously rather positive. Most of my stuff is a bit grim. Anyway, right. Let's pull 3. I'm taking the top one. Okay, lovely. The Fool. Oh, that was Death in the reverse. I'm going to take a reversal on that. Oh, and the Devil. I told you. I told you. I just noticed also that on the 8 of Cups here, we do actually have a moon in eclipse. We've got something eclipsean happening there. But we've capped it off with the Fool. And it's like it jumps right over to this final outcome. You know, the Fool linking up for me with the 2 of Wands here. It's very nice, very fresh. What a turnaround. Now, I spoke here in Temperance here about Temperance following the Death card, and here it is. But it's in the reverse. And this suggests to me that nothing actually is coming to an end here. Or nothing, no one thing is coming to an end here. And the really important little corner I'm seeing here is this. Because this kind of, oh, I'm so sorry, but this kind of pie in the sky thing going on here with the 10 of Cups is driven and run by this Devil energy, where it's safer and more pleasant, essentially, to keep this fantasy, to sort of go on being invested in the idea that it is possible to find, oh my God, to find some sort of lasting arrangement, shall we say, whereby nothing ever goes wrong again. But you know, that always dies, okay? Because we want what we want. That's what I said up here in the Lovers here with that little eros, that little camera. That's running the whole bloody show. And it's very, very akin to this, if I may. You know, the results can be pretty bad. I'm trying to get to something here. There's an invitation here in this little quartet to really let go of the dynamic in us whereby we have to go on destroying reality in order to get us nearer to some sort of dream. Okay, because that can only ever, it's so subtle, the presence of death in the reverse here. It's about no longer being prepared to destroy in order to win. Okay, that's what it's about. Because in order to create this Shangri-La thing here, and we never can, that's the thing, we never can. It's always over the next hill. It's always over the next horizon, and I see that here in the Fool as well. It never comes off this, or it can come off a little bit for a while when one has worked really hard and or been really flipping lucky. But we always get used to it. That's what death in the reverse here is. We get used to this. Even when we get our 10 of Cups, we get flipping used to it. And that thing that we desired for so long, and we attain it, we pull it off, and we feel thrilled by that for a while. And that's devil energy as well, I'm afraid. We feel thrilled by that. And then we enjoy it for a while. And then we start noticing the things we don't like about it so much. And we're back to square one. And we have to destroy what is again in order to try to get nearer to what is wished for rather than what is. And that is devil energy. It's like an addiction inside us. I was thinking about this recently, this constant like gnawing feeling of dissatisfaction. And it needn't even be necessarily a really like negative feeling in and of itself, just sort of like, oh yeah, I would like to, I don't know, go to blah, 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 or I would like to learn blah, 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 or, oh, I wish I had one of those, or, oh, I fancy something or another. There's always somewhere else to go, to Shangri-La. And it doesn't last. It doesn't last. Let me pull an oracle card. I'm going to pull one from The Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Krantz. So I've got this very carefully boxed up. It's going to take me a little while to access it. So here we are. Beautiful, beautiful oracle. Look at that. That's the book I don't read. Never know, I might read it today. Famous last words. And we've got this beautiful box. Look at that. So classy. So classy. Right. I'm going to get the deck out. Let's have a look at what's on the bottom. The Lover. They call me Mr. Lover, Lover. Very nice. Wow. There's a sort of mission there. It's that Kama, okay, which I said was the devil. It's like this sort of chivalrous quest for this, shimmering vision. 10 of Cups. Let's pull one. Oh my word. The Creator. Now, I'm not taking that. I'll be straight with you. I am not taking that to mean God. All right. Because I'll be straight with you again. I don't believe in it like a creator God. I think it's way, 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 way more interesting than that. I don't believe in a creator God that is running everything. But what I do know to be true is and you know, the quantum physicists know this. We create reality, and we create reality in such tiny unfoldings of increments that we don't even notice how unending is the unfolding of new realities. And we create those new realities. This is me going off piste, all right? We create those new realities out of what the scientists call quantum potential by observing phenomena and interacting with phenomena in the present. And the way we do that, the way we interact with phenomena, including our own thoughts and feelings, the way we interact with that stuff, with all of it, the way we live, is constantly creating the reality into which we are moving, moment by moment. That I do know. And we have the capacity. It just brings me back to this is super important. We can completely change We can completely change how we live if we change the balance between what is and what could be. We change how we negotiate that that very, very delicate formula. And it is all within our power to manifest. And I know that makes me sound like someone who's recommending that you sit down and imagine that you already have everything you could ever possibly want. And that if you can fake it and fake it and fake it enough, you will make it. I mean, that stuff's true up to a point, but how this works is way, 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 way more subtle than that. I mean, the most powerful tool you can develop in order to create a good reality moment by moment, and it's something that is beneficial to you and those around you, and something that brings good growth to hearts and minds and bodies, is self-knowledge, self-awareness, and self-acceptance, and seeing neither shame nor pride in your actions, in your past, in your attributes, in your characteristics. Neither shame nor pride, just discernment about what those things are, and then choosing to work with them motivated by a wish for the greatest possible benefit, for the greatest possible number of sentient beings. Self-awareness, self-knowledge, and self-acceptance makes the best creators. Wow, I'm going to leave that there. I'm saying wow about my own reading, but, you know, there is clearly a pivot point reached here, and the powers at play are massive, massive. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.